Year 7. Welcome to Term 6, Week 4 of your curriculum. Now, the first thing I'd like you to do is I would like you to read the section of Cinderella that is on the PowerPoint slide. Now, what you might notice is that it's not a traditional Cinderella story. So let's have a look at some of these words. Slimy, rats, nibbling her feet. Well, that's pretty disgusting, isn't it? So I'd like you just to think about that story and see if you can guess what might be the topic of today's lesson. Yuck! That is absolutely disgusting. In fact, I would go as far to say it is revolting because that version of Cinderella comes from Roald Dahl's Revolting Rhymes. Now, today we're going to start looking at the Peasants Revolt. They are revolting, but we're not talking about revolting in the term of being disgusting. We're talking about a revolt being another word for a rebellion or an uprising. Okay? So the chances are, if you are uprising or rebelling against something, you're pretty angry. So let's find out what the peasants were angry about. And what I'd like you to do is to go and show my homework, have a look at the video clip that I've put on there and watch it. And I want you to see how many reasons can you find for the peasants being so cross that they're going to have an uprising, they're going to have a rebellion. How many did you find? 10, 20? 1. Well, that doesn't matter. Hopefully now you're going to get a chance to find some more. So I'd like you to put either in your exercise books or on the paper that you're working on the title, which is The Peasants Revolt. And then I'd like you to read the information sheet. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to explain the difference between a protest and a protester. Now you could do that in a full sentence. So a protest is, well, a protester is, or you can just put protest, give me a dash and the and what it is, and the same for protester. Completely up to you. So now we know the difference between a protest and a protester, we're going to go on to task 2. So I want you to imagine that you live in a small village in Essex or in Kent, and it's May 1381. Now, you really want to be part of the Peasants' Revolt, okay? You're really angry, but some of your fellow villagers, they're not so convinced. So you've got 3 things you need to do to convince them to join. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to prepare a short speech, Year 7, outlining the reasons for taking part in the revolt. And it should focus on why you're so angry about the life you lead and also why the other peasants should be angry. Now, I don't mind how you do this. If you want to write it out, that's absolutely fine. If you want to send it as an audio clip or video yourself giving your speech, that would be absolutely fantastic. Once you've written your speech, then I want you to design a poster. It's going to be all around your village to persuade the fellow villagers to support the revolt. And then last of all, you're going to make a list of slogans that you might sing or chant or write on banners that you might carry while marching to London. So we're going to have a look now at a bit of cause and consequence for task 3. And the first thing I want you to do is find me definitions for the following terms. Poll tax, statute of labourers. Here's a hint for you, that's something to do with the Black Death. And revolt, should already have that one. And then I want you to find me two of the following. So choose any two: poll tax, Peasants Revolt, Statute of Labour, and the Black Death. And I want you to write me a sentence explaining to me how they are connected. How do they go together? What's the poll tax got to do with the Statute of Labour? How does the Black Death go with the Statute of Labour? Any two that you want. And today we're going to finish off with our extension task. Now, as ever, Year 7 scholars, I expect you to do this. The rest of you, I would absolutely love for as many of you as possible to get involved with this. So there's an extension sheet. And what I want you to do is I want you to read it, please. Okay? And then I want you to draw the following table. Causes, so reasons for the revolt, and consequences, which are the impact of the revolt. So you can draw that table in your exercise books for me. And then you're going to sort through the statements that are under there and put them under the correct heading. Are they causes? Are they reasons that the revolt happened? Or are they consequences? Are they things that happen because of the revolt? Okay? And once you finish that, your last task for today, you're going to look at your table and you're going to think about which consequences were short term, haven't been going on for very long, and you're going to underline them. And then you're going to think about which ones are long term, are going to last a long time, and you're going to circle them. And that is your work for this week, our first lesson, Year 7, on the Peasants Revolt. Now, as ever, can you upload this work to Show My Homework or email it to your teacher? If there are any concerns or questions, please do get in touch with us via Show My Homework or via email. Thank you very much, Year 7.